two things I'm going to go over. First part, I was going to give you this. I could have made a philo on this, but we talked about it today, and I will say it. Coming into 2021, to start your 2021, I really encourage you all to watch what you listen to. And please don't take this. I don't want this message to be diluted in the sense that I hope you know deep down. I'm not saying listen to me. I'm not saying only do this. This isn't an advertisement. What I'm trying to tell you is because I something hit me yesterday. I was laughing because I was thinking about yesterday's philo, and I thought it was really, really good, and I got a lot of great feedback from it. But I noticed a lot more people got pissed off about it yesterday. And I was like, interesting. And remember I said, why is it like reacting? And then I was like, I was like, can I make a philo for the negative guys? I really was thinking, I was like, can I make a philo? Because I always say it to the guys. I said, be careful. Because even if you don't like the philo and you stayed, you have to listen to what I'm saying. Otherwise, your shit talk has no validity. That's what people don't get. That's why I like, so that means you stayed and listened. And then I was, the itch, the outlet. Remember I said that, but I was thinking, I was like, can I give them a philo maybe? But then it clicked. I literally started laughing because in my mind, I don't know. I was like, the fuck a hater. I said, wait a minute. Why would I be focusing on that when I said that same advice? I should give it to my people instead because you guys are the ones who need it. Fuck the hater. The haters that's it. You see, no, for real though. I'm being dead serious. Why would I spend the time to philo and try to tell I tell them every day they don't listen. I'm like, be careful what you listen to. Watch out. Don't let the philo infect you. Like you're sitting here. But then I really thought about it and I was like, damn, this is probably a message I need to give to the people who actually listen. Is that just like the people, if I would say that to the negative people, I should say it to you so that you guys understand coming into 2020, anything you put yourself around, be very careful of what you are allowing into your vicinity. What are you giving your energy to? What are you listening to? All it takes is one bad thought. All it takes is for one person to plant a negative seed in you. That's it. If they get you to start doubting stuff, this and that. So be very careful. And this isn't for the haters. This is for you, especially if you take this seriously. For all of you, be very, very cautious into what you're willing to entertain this year. I will tell you that, because if you know you don't like it, you know it's not good for you, you know it's not. If you sit and listen to it, you are gonna get exposed in the same way. Someone could hate everything I'm saying. They could hate every single concept I bring up. But if they sit there long enough and they got me in their ear, something's gonna happen. So don't ignore that. Okay? That's my first thing I want to say, because I said I was going to tell that to you. But I think it's a very big concept coming in 2021 that you guys should be very, very cautious on that, or, again, be more disciplined. And we talked about the discipline. And now that's what leads into this one. Today's philo, we talked about discipline a few weeks ago, necessary for this start of the new year. But I want to talk about endurance today. That's something I really, really got yesterday. And I said this yesterday or earlier today after what I got to witness yesterday at the real estate stuff. And I would say this philo is very much inspired by Tyler, Royke, that's one person, Trey, and Sam. You know, some of the guys in the real estate team. And I don't know, man. It's so weird because, like, I'm telling you, I don't have any kids. And, like, I see these men as, like, my peers and, like, my brothers. And I don't know why. Like, I'm telling you, yesterday, just seeing them, seeing how far they've came, like, I wonder if, like, this is how you guys who are fathers out there, if this is how you feel just when you see your kids killing it. But I'm like, this is like my homeboy. It's like watching my homeboy just like pursue his dream, and then I'm seeing them on stage. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, whoa. I was excited. I was listening to them on my computer. It was like that virtual thing, and I'm literally like screaming. I'm screaming. My hands are in the sky. I'm like, praise God, because it was the dopest thing ever. And I'm saying they really did inspire this to a degree, because the thing I kept thinking about was their endurance. That these guys that I've known them for so long, like so long, and I've seen them go through every single stage. But why are those three people? Why do I still see them? Why are their names still showing up, and why are they excelling? And I've noticed they just displayed a crazy level of endurance. You could say they did good, they did bad, they did this, they did that, but at the end of the day, they endured. They kept going. These guys I knew them 4 or 5 years ago. I met them on the internet. I met them in a much different scenario that you guys are meeting me. We were selling them a pledge class. We were telling them this a lot. It was a group of 10, 20 people. And now I'm seeing them lead 20, 30 agents that are all licensed. I'm seeing them put together, literally, they brought in the head of one of the largest brokerages in the world. Again, you have billionaires coming to their party. And I said, wow, amazing. And again, the production they've done in real estate, when I remember these guys were broke or they were doing nothing, but it's like they had every reason to quit. And again, I could go on for this for day, but the key is endurance. And that's what I saw from it. And that's where I'm like, man, as we come into this new year, I hope you really realize that endurance is something we are going to really, really need. All right? Like, for real. This is going to be crazy. I don't think I can. That is something I could help, but I can't. That's why I'm so proud of these men, because I've seen them around people. Not everybody did what they did. It's because they had endurance. They really did have crazy level of endurance. It doesn't matter how I talk to them. It doesn't matter any negative situation. Nothing. They found a way to keep going. But now, relate this to the new year, because I'm going to get real with you, man. I'm sorry. Okay? Let's be real. You all know this is going to fucking happen. Okay? You're going to start the new year. You're going to get very, very excited. All of this. Yeah, start 2021. Woohoo. All this bullshit about the new year. Yeah, you're so excited. It's my year. It's my year this year. It's my year. Yeah. And then before you know it, you're going to be the same guy. It's going to be May. It'll be May 2021. And you're going to be the guy out there be like, oh my gosh, this year, it flew by. It was just like January, February, March, April, May, June. That's going to be you. You see? Some of you are going to start January. You're so excited. And before it's all said and done, you're going to be halfway through the year and you lost something. Do you guys know what it is you're going to lose? It's going to be your intensity. It's not that you're going to be the same guy in May. It's that you're going to come in excited January, but then time is going to do its thing. The days are going to do its thing. That's why it's going to feel like January, February, March, April, May, it's going to skip. Because in that process, you came with intensity. You started it with intensity in January, a little bit more in February. But before you know it, exactly, theta. The intensity starts to come down. And that, my friends, is if you do not have endurance. That's what we're talking about here. I guess, I'm going to keep it pretty short and sweet. I want you guys reminded that, I want to remind you to not get caught up in what you're doing and lose that intensity. It's really, really important. And I hope you get what I'm saying. Just don't get caught up in what you're doing that you forget that you're doing something. Do you understand? It's kind of like blocking out the noise, but I don't want you getting so caught up blocking out the noise that you forget that you blocked out the noise to accomplish a task. That is the biggest key. Honestly, think about it. By the time you make your grocery list, you drive to the store, you go in your car, you pick an Uncle song to listen to, you scroll, you're like, let's go everywhere. Ooh, Space Coupe, that's an old one. You're deciding what Uncle song you're going to listen to. Then you have to deal with traffic, and then you have to find a parking spot. Think about all that, right? You guys know what I'm talking about? Do you have this visual in your head? Because what happens is all of that shit goes on, and then you forgot why you're even in that parking lot. You forgot what you came to the store for. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I don't want you to get so caught up in what you're doing that you lose the intensity of what it is. I don't want you to get so caught up in what you're doing that you lack the intensity that you started with. Because you started with the energy. You're like, ooh, I need this list. I got to go get this stuff from the store. You're excited. You're like, boom, boom, boom. By the time you go through all of that stuff, are you going to have the same intensity? That's the key. So we talked about this the other day. The discipline, that's going to keep us standing and protected. Remember that? I said discipline will protect you guys. You don't know what's going to happen. Discipline is going to save you, right? The discipline is going to keep you standing where you need to stand. That's discipline, right? We love the discipline. It doesn't feel good at first. You're going to appreciate it. It's sweet like honey. Again, some of you haven't got to that point. But the discipline is going to protect you. It's going to keep you standing. So, tell me this. What is the endurance going to do? Can you tell me that? If discipline keeps you standing and protected, what does the endurance do? This is very straightforward. There's obviously a clear connection. The discipline is going to protect you. The endurance is going to keep you going. You see that? You thought I was just going to tell you to be disciplined and then to just be disciplined, stand there. We don't know what's going to happen, but you're going to get protected. You think that was to tell you to stay somewhere? No. This means you're going to go somewhere. But the only way you're going to go somewhere is if you have the endurance. So it's going to keep us going. And it's going to require balance. You can't have too much intensity, not too little intensity, but you need to find that balance. Honestly. It says it in the Bible. I've always loved this, but I hope it makes sense to you guys. Honestly, some days it'll hit you, some days it won't. It says in the Bible, it says, you were running the race so well. It said, why turn back? It says, keep going with endurance. It says, you were running the race so well. Do you think God wanted you to turn back? Honestly, and that's what I'm saying coming into 2021. I'm asking some of you, and I hope you hear this voice in your head sometimes when that intensity starts to dwindle a little bit. Because the question is, you were running the race so well. Why do you want to turn back? You see what I'm saying? So, coming into 2021, it's very simple. I want you guys to find a level that you're going to be comfortable with all year. Simple as that. If a big push is going to be necessary at some points, right? At one point, you're going to have to make a big push. But you got to find a baseline to balance right now. Honestly, this is balance at the end of the day. But I want you guys to think about this now. And I want you to be so aware of that situation. You're getting your groceries. You're doing all that. I don't want that to happen. I don't want you to lose the intensity of why you started because you were so caught up in what you were doing. I really hope so. I hope you realize that. I don't know if you feel it. I've been getting a little bit more intense. That's why I'm excited. Because I realized that even through this whole year, it's been a crazy year. We've done a lot. But I lost some of my intensity getting so caught up in it. Why do you think I've been so excited for 2021? It's kind of a little wake up here, but we have to find that baseline. So find it now. Find what you're going to be comfortable with going at. And remember this starting the new year. Do not forget this. Just make sure you are so aware of you. This is going to go beyond March, April, May, June. We need this intensity to take us through all of it. Those big pushes are not going to help you. You're going to get tired. If you get burned out, you're not going to do anything. We need the discipline, and you need endurance. You need to learn how to hold on to what you have and learn to keep going. You don't fucking feel me. Does that not sound like building an account? You have to learn how to be disciplined and hold what you got, protect what you have, and still keep going. Otherwise, you guys should all leave at the end of this year if you made money. Do you understand that? Because what's the point? If you made a bunch of money this year, what are you going to do? If you don't want to keep going, then you're just going to protect 100 grand, 50 grand, whatever the fuck you made, and then that's it? Okay, goodbye. It was good having you. I hope you had a good 1 year of trading stocks. But I thought we were trying to build wealth. So by default, that means we have to protect it and keep moving at the same time. That's why find a pace that you could do that at. It's hard to protect and move fast. See what I'm saying? It's hard to move if you're always trying to protect. Oh, come on, man. So a lot of you are running the race very well. Just don't turn back. That's all I'm saying. And I want this intensity. Find a level that we could start with and find a level you're going to keep. And I want you to think about this all the time so you don't get hit by a fucking brick wall. And then you get all sad and you're like, oh, I don't know what happened. I just feel weird all of a sudden. It just doesn't feel the same. I was doing so well, and then it's the intensity. You got so caught up in the moment. Things were doing good. You gave it a lot of intensity. That's why when it started to turn a little bit, the intensity dropped. Or you were basing it off an external factor. So that's why your intensity is fluctuating with the market. It's a lot different. You see what I'm saying? So just be aware of it. I will remind you. But I really hope you know endurance is the next piece of this puzzle. I hope you know I'm trying to give you whatever I can to get you ready for this. And it's not, I'm not even giving it to you. I'm telling you my game plan. I know how I'm going to lose. So that's why I said I need my discipline. I need my endurance. I need my peace. Everything else, that's it. So I hope you guys are ready to roll with me on this. And I hope you guys come with a level of intensity. And I don't care about a lot of intensity. Do you understand that? I don't think you do. Some of you are very fucking, you're aggro. You think you base it all on hard work. That's not how it's going to work. I don't care if you have a lot of intensity if you can't last. You get what I'm saying? It'll be a good show, but fuck you. What's the point? If I just go crazy? What if I woke up in the morning, went crazy for 10 minutes, made you laugh, and turned it off? I want it to keep going. I don't care how much intensity you come with. I want a level that's going to be maintained the whole time. That's it. I don't want the people who are just in there. That's it. That's why I'm sick of the people. Do you? Your intensity is only based on what the account looks like or what this with the market. Come on. You know what I'm looking for. You know what you're looking for. Don't fool yourself thinking high intensity, high energy doesn't. That's it. You think people tell me I have high energy? I know I do, but fuck you. You think they say that to me because they see me one time? Huh. They see the level of intensity consistently. You see a base minimum from me. It's not about going crazy. It's not about coming in hard all the time. But it's always maintaining that level of intensity you're going to hold. So that's what we need. So this one was short and sweet. Nothing too crazy. don't forget that analogy of the grocery store, okay? Because I imagine how that's going to play into your life as we start this year. And I don't want you to lose it. Forget why you were here. Get a level of intensity and stick with it. It doesn't have to be a lot. It just has to be something you can maintain. That is it. That's why small, good decisions work so well. Maintain the intensity of small, good decisions. You don't need to build the whole building. But if you lay that brick every day with the same intensity, the same level to show up once a month, I'm going to do this in the long term. That's intense. That you see, it's maintaining the pressure. That's what makes it intense. That's why you still feel the same as when you started. That's why some of you, once a month, the long term, you didn't do a lot to it. But think about how you still have the same level of intensity because now you're seeing it. And you're like, whoa. So that's what we want for this year. So starting to this year, get ready. On your mark. Take that first step. But that first step is not about who gets in the lead. That first step is, are you going to be able to take 12 of those same exact steps every single month? Because I know the guy who starts sprinting off the back, I always see him at the end. Ain't that funny? Always. I always catch up with him somehow. It's crazy. I think Uncle says it. He said, how you let me go this hard? I take it easy every day. Because when you chase the wealth, it's spreading wings and fly away. I hope you get the level of intensity you're going to maintain. That's it, man. So, I don't want this year for some of you. I want you to get real with this situation today. Because you know it's going to happen at the start of the year. Otherwise, just don't waste my time getting hyped up about this next year. I know I could say these philos. I know I'm talking about it a lot. We're talking about the long term, what could happen, all of that. But please, save me the bullshit. Okay? Because if you're only going to be excited about it for fucking 30 days, 60 days, and then the minute something doesn't go your way, you use that as a justification to slow down, then what's the point? Because it's going to happen with that's how the gym is going to look. That's all some of you have been waiting for this damn new year to start going to the gym. You've been waiting for the new year. Now I'm going to make the long term. Now I'm going to start doing the week. You should have started. You start right now. It doesn't matter when you decide to that on the calendar. The point is, can you make a small good decision and decide that's the level I'm going to be on and just stick with a bare minimum? Isn't that crazy? That's all that's being asked. This is that intensity. So, I'm telling you this now, and we're probably going to have to bring this up later. Like I said, I will remind you. But to the people who actually hear this and have taken this seriously and have seen what they could do, or maybe the people who are just looking for something, man, and you're reaching and you're reaching for something, and you would pick up a trading course you'll spend all your money on. That you're looking for something. Find this level of intensity. Find a way to internally say, I'm gonna go at this pace no matter what. Pick that level today. Say, rain or shine, I'm gonna show up here. I'm gonna do this. This is it. That's all. If you're excited for change in this new year, you should be excited all year. Not new year, all year is you see what I'm saying? Maybe that's what we'll call it for 2021. All year. Happy all year. Because I'm not here to tell you happy new year. It's happy all year. Because whatever you start with this year, I expect you all to maintain that level of intensity. It's very, very simple. But very, very hard. I understand. This is why you train. This is why you practice. This is why you listen to this. This is why you have to actually get experience. That's why some of you feel this more than other people. I would say it's experience. So, either way, I'm very, very excited for what all of you have the potential to accomplish, and what I know some of you are going to do. So happy all year. I really do. I hope you guys kill it. But I hope you know it's already started. And it's going to start with that first step. But that first step is going to be every step. So don't make it too big. Don't make it too small. Make it with what you're comfortable going at the whole time. Because that is what's going to separate you. The guys who go hard and then they quit. The guys who go soft, they procrastinate and only go hard at the end. We just do little by little. That's exactly how we built the long term. People would be like, that looks tiny. That looks like this. That looks like that. Oh, no, that's this. And then before you know it, what long-term stock should I buy? Maybe I'll get Snapchat now. Was the problem with the people who didn't get the long-term or not, or decided, was the problem really if they knew what stocks to buy? I don't think so. I think it was an intensity problem. They came in with too much intensity on one play. It ruined their intensity for the next play. That's why they kept changing and switching. They didn't have anything to constantly apply the same intensity to. They did not have anything they believed in and could hold on to give it that level of consistency. So I'm excited. But I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys get something out of this. I hope you take it to the bank. All you need is a little bit of belief, and happy all year, baby. Happy all year. And I cannot wait till next December. And we will see how this philo ages. We will see how everything turns out. And you know, this is what I said. I said this to the real estate guys yesterday. I got to be a speaker. It was cool. I felt good about it. But it was a lot. It was nervous. I was nervous on the fucking virtual thing because I had little avatars looking back at me with their beady eyes. But it was trippy. But I said that. I said this is a wild thing to think about. And I've already asked you guys this. That I was so proud that they all made a decision to get into real estate. And I said, your lives are going to change. You've all just made a decision. And whether you change it financially and kill it at this, you're walking away with knowledge no one could take from you ever. And I said what I told you guys. Today's 2 days before the market, the day before the half day before the market closes, okay? Imagine what it's going to look like in here 30 years from now. Imagine the chat room. What do you think the chat's going to look like? What do you think everyone's going to look like? But what about you personally? How much are you going to grow from there? How are you going to do it? What's your long term going to look like? What is it going to look? Everything. Like for real, 30 years. Imagine just everybody in here. Imagine the names, the chat. What do you think? How fast is it going to go? When we look back and say this philo, but even next year, that's what I'm saying. Let's see how this ages 12 months from now. Look at the names around you. Some of you will have different badges. Some people are going to be like, oh, I left for a minute. I can't believe I just came back. And some of you guys are going to elevate. Some of you are going to decline. So think about that and apply that to the level of intensity. All right? I'm excited. But I guess it's a constant level of excitement. I hope you get some too, baby. I hope you get some too. But that is your philosophy. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We're live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. Drop your thumbs up on the video. You're on mobile. Press high chat. X out the chat. Hit the thumbs up button. Second link for the Nightly Watch List main channel. First link for the Scream Alerts Bootcamp and Real Estate course. Follow me on Instagram at the Trading Fraternity. Keep it positive and respectful. New guys, don't be too shy to say hi or too high to say shy. The cult loves you. I love you. And yes, that is it. That's it, man. I'm excited. Constant.